This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. And, of course, Kelly Olynyk. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Anderson is out there with Rob Williams. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Wall in at the point. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Williams.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. And here is Bridges. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a 2.
Ball against Wall. There's the pass to Jones. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Launches it. That shot, no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim, make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
And that priority on defense establishes a team-first mentality. Guys have to work as a unit. It's a good mindset to get into early.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
All right, Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else other than how do I keep playing my best.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Now, here's Bridges. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Anderson.
Oh, for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Outside, Wall. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Beal with it. Jones covering. The shot by Beal, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Booker, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And here's Wall outside. Paul grabs the board. Suns trail by 5. Booker outside. Here's Jones. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Left side, Williams. Back the Wall. Oladipo outside. Seattle missing again. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Wall's shot is off.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. Here's Bridges. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Hawkins checked in for Jones. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Raul Neto subbed in for Chris Paul. Then for the Supersonics, Banchero comes in for Anderson. And it's Jae'Sean Tate in for Victor Oladipo. Now here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's Neto. Booker outside. Back to Neto. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Pass to Tate. Williams kicks the wall. It's Beal on the wing. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
At the line for in a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Supersonics. Mills, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
Quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Here's Neto. Johnson surveying the floor. To halt the run, here's Hawkins. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Williams. Here's Beal. Makes it off the glass.
Bradley Beal.
Beal's got 7.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson dishes to Mills. Pass to Neto. Johnson kicks to Craig. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Neto, covered by Wall. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Seattle leading by 12. Takes it inside. Basket counts. 7 points in the game.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here's Phoenix. And the Suns call time. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers.
Here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. Neto, that's a 2-pointer. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
Neto kicks to Craig. Back to Neto. Williams against Hawkins. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points for John Wall.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Mills. Craig against Tate. Back to Mills. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Bradley Beal picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Good on both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
It's Beal on the wing. Shoots over Mills. The shot by Beal, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
Craig against Bogdanovich. Craig kicks to Neto. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
1 second left. John Wall getting it done for Seattle. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Sonics leading by 18. On the court right now for the Sonics, they've got Anderson. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Wall. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Banchero in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Oladipo. After the miss from Kyle Anderson. Wall, no luck. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
All with it, Chris Paul covering. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Outside, Wall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, that's something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Suns trail by 17. Paul passes to Crowder. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Crowder. There's the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Banchero. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Booker outside. The pass to Bridges. Paul outside, inside. Lock at 6. Jones finds Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark. Sonics leading by 16. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Timeout is called. First to the game for the Supersonics.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's checked in for Banchero. Diallo comes in for Bogdanovic. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. Thomas against Paul. On its way from Oladipo for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Paul. Booker with no one around. Offline with his 3.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Count that bucket.
Devil's play there from Oladipo in the paint, navigating around the defense and getting that one to go.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Left side, Crowder. Takes the 13-footer. Paul with the bucket.
See, it's the accuracy of Paul's shooting that makes the mid-range look easy. He can take that shot all night.
On its way from Oladipo for two. And it's Oladipo again missing.
Normally he drains that.
Crowder dishes the ball. Here's Bridges. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
The Suns shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Bridges no good on that one.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
It's Thomas outside. Rebound by the Suns. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lets it go from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now. And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc. Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And it's Whittle finishing it off.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Suns trail by 12. Phoenix calls timeout. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You really enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
And the Suns here with a different look. Hawkins checked in for Jones. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Mills in for Chris Paul. The Sonics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Anderson. Jay Shante comes in for Oladipo. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Thomas. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
So it's Phoenix now, a 12-point game. Pass to Craig. Hawkins with it. Suns moving the ball around. Now here's Booker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into it.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Beal's gone and nice, 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Booker outside. Now, Craig, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Johnson kicks to Booker. 5 to shoot. And here's Mills from the arc. He can't hit that time. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Down by 12. fader on the way, and the three ball is good. Booker's got 9 points.
Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
2 minutes.
And Tate gets it to go.
2 minutes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Craig. Booker outside. No good from outside. Sonics leading by 11 to the left wing. Diallo the pass to Tate. Beal from long range. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over Diallo. Got a piece of it. Here we go, all alone. Here's Williams. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 8.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Johnson outside. Johnson picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Raul Netos checked in for the Suns. And then for Seattle. Banchero's checked in for Little. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Diallo. Count it. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
56 seconds left here in the second. Neto kicks to Craig. Passes it to Booker. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Suns trail by 17. And there's the pass to Craig. Pass to Booker. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Neto. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, the defender
Second team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
All with it. He's got 10. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Ty Jones.
It is great to see Wall back from those awful injuries, looking a lot stronger now.
For Seattle, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And here is Craig. Near the three-point line. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's Seattle with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's really stood out for them to this point. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game tonight. Some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers. Here they are, your Suns.
And with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Charity stripe shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack of Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Now here's Beal. 13 points in the game. And he makes good on the layup.
Bradley Beal.
Beal's got 15 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Bridges against Wall. To the middle. That's good, and the supersonic leaders get down to 13. Good bucket there from Paul.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Bridges against Oladipo. Bridges with some nice defense. And here's Phoenix to the wing right side. Over Anderson. Paul's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Beal with the block, and they'll keep possession. That's good, and the Seattle Raiders get down to 11 on the bucket from Booker. Here's Wall. Williams trying to break free. Wall's shot is good. 13 points in the game.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Wall's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Seattle making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Here's Bridges. He dishes it to Crowder. Beal against Booker. Good on the bucket. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here is Paul after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And the Suns making a change here. Mills is checked in.
Patrick Mills.
On defense, the Supersonics. Launches a 3. Seattle grabs the miss. Oladipo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Beal. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Kyle Anderson.
And that's 19 points for Bradley Beal. And Phoenix has possession. 15-point game. Passes to Mills. Back to Paul. Outside, Jones. Paul outside. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And finished off by Beal.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now the pass to Mills. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Crowder. Another shot. Williams with the block. Here's Beal going inside. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And this is Beal at his best. He's cooking with grease, and his teammates need to keep feeding him.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns, trailing by 19. Down low. Here's Jones. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drills it from outside. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Seattle calls timeout. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
So for the Suns,
team.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Jones. Torrey Craig comes in for Patty Mills. And Raul Neto subbed in for Chris Paul. Tate, he's checked in for the Sonics. Little comes in for Victor Oladipo. Now, here's Thomas. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count that one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Craig. Back to Neto. Rebound by Williams.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And the ability of Beal to just wear out the defense. At times, you almost have to foul him to stop him.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Seattle.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second. Suns trail by 18. Bridges inside. Little with the rebound.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Thomas finds Tate. Beal against Johnson. Pass to Little. Now Beal. Three-pointer. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Thomas. Back to Neto. Trying to get open is Crowder. Neto with the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Thomas goes in. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Thomas gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Bridges. Rebound by Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
To the wing on the left. Little gets to Thomas. Beal, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Beal against Bridges. Knocked away. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Thomas, no good.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
It's Crowder on the wing. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And Jason Tate, talk about positional flexibility. I don't know if you'd call him an oversized guard or an undersized forward.
He even played some center at Ohio State. NBA scouts weren't sure what his position was. Kind of flew underneath the radar, went undrafted, but everybody knows his name now.
Seattle calls timeout.
And team strategies
closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a
Get
team.
on your feet and give a warm welcome to your Suns Panther. Here they are, your Suns Panther.
Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Banchero's checked in for Williams. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Nasir Little. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Beal. And Vincent subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now, here's Oladipo. Count that one. And the Sonics lead by 18.
And with underrated strength, Oladipo isn't worried about absorbing some contact.
Johnson outside. Booker against Oladipo. Out left to the wing. Here's Craig trying to get open as Johnson. That one doesn't go. Good D by Bogdanovic. Sonics leading by 18. Here's Vincent. And that one drops.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Crowder. That's tipped, and they get it back. Booker finds Neto. Suns moving the ball around for three. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And so it's Seattle controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to... Bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Sonics, Bogdanovic out there with Wall. And there's Anderson. Then there's Banchero. And it's Oladipo in at the three. Good on the shot.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Now here's Wall. Lets it go from deep. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Wall.
3-point field goal.
And the Sonics lead by 21.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Booker outside. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Ball and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that
first team foul.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. And Seattle also making a change. Beal's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Bridges outside. Paul dishes to Johnson. Back to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. On the basket by Jones.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
To the inside. Excellent D that time from Jones. Suns trail by 21. Paul looking around. There's the lob to Bridges. It's stolen by Banchero. Oladipo finds Beal. And taken away by Paul. And they're pushing it up. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Now that's 17 points for Devin Booker. Paul against Wall. Passes it to Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 25 points in the game.
And it's clear how confident Beal is. The closer he gets, the more his eyes light up trying to score.
Now here's Booker. Paul outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Oladipo, the pass to Anderson. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
And it's the Suns' ball. Bridges outside. Here's Paul. Jones kicks to Paul. 6 to shoot. Over Wall. Paul's shot is off. Seattle leading by 23. All with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Kyle Anderson. Bridges finds Jones. And here is Paul. Puts up a three, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Out to the right wing. Left side, Anderson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And it's Seattle with the ball. To the paint. 4 on the clock. And taken away by Johnson. Got a piece of it. Booker looking around. And the pass to Bridges. Wall against Johnson. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Booker the pass to Paul. Booker against Beal. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Jones dishes to Bridges. Over Oladipo. Bridges misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one. By the looks of it, the Hall of Fame class of 2023, Richard, should be loaded. A lot of big names could be headed to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful to see 2 of the biggest rivalries, San Antonio and Dallas. Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki are on the ballot. And then there's Mr. Wade, Dwayne Wade. We know about that. So there's going to be a lot of rings walking into that ceremony.
A lot of rings indeed. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Robert Williams is checked in for the Sox.
First team foul.
Jones the pass to Crowder. Bridges outside.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
A nice shot by Wall.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Crowder the pass to Booker. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
There. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. Here's Vincent. Williams with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Sonics again can't hit. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Williams. Now Hawkins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Supersonics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Beal.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Bogdanovich passes to Griffin. Banchero, shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Hawkins. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Hawkins. He's guarded by Diallo. Vincent with the rebound. Williams against Diallo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Lou Williams.
Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the away team, Hamidou Diallo taking 2 shots.
Diallo hits them both. Williams with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they make sure to get home safely. Feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having them with you out there?
We just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him, and also getting open shots for myself. And he's helped me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.